Welcome to Highly Questionable. I'm George Sedano in for Dan Levitard, again trading one Cuban for another. This man right here is Dan's father, the OG Cuban Gonzalo, and that guy over there is Amin Al-Hassan. Amin, what do you like on the show today?
Oh, Bryce Harper. Does he play Brewster's Millions? Does he take the big cash now or the big cash later?
It is time to start blaming LeBron for the Lakers' struggles.
So the Lakers lost again. This time they lost to the Grizzlies in Memphis. It just was a disaster for them at the end of the game. Here's LeBron after the game when asked about if the playoffs are a distraction.
At this point, if you are still allowing distractions to affect the way you play, then this is the wrong franchise to be a part of, and you should just come and be like, listen, I can't do this. Like, seriously, if you're distracted by playoff pushes and then all the stuff that's been talked about this year, that just come and do your job. We do our job at a high level, and that's not a distraction. That's what you want.
So I want to tell you that Bill Oram, the reporter who asked that question of The Athletic, specifically stated on Twitter, I asked him, LeBron, the question about the playoffs in general being a distraction, not about his teammates specifically. But look, the point is this, is that we talked about it a little yesterday. LeBron was barking up the wrong tree with these young guys. The veterans guys have let him down. And look, yeah, he struggled on defense and he looked slower out there, but the guy came off the worst injury of his career. He missed 18 games at 34 years old. I mean, I think the biggest thing here is he's looking at his mortality.
Yeah, here's the weird thing. First of all, playoff push isn't a distraction. It's literally what we're playing for. That's the whole kit and caboodle. How can you be distracted by something that you're supposed to do, right? But the other thing is, George, you and I have talked about this a lot on your radio show in L.A., about the idea that this is who LeBron is. He's a guy who doesn't go full steam in the regular season because he's conserving himself for the playoffs. And so sometimes that manifests itself in some less than enthusiastic defense. But I just got to say this one thing from last night's game. This play right here, where LeBron, at the end of the game, he's driving, and Joakim Noah takes the charge. And look at the way Joakim Noah reacts. And watch Joakim Noah react here with the jazz hands as soon as he gets the call. I just want to know, is this the first time he's felt alive in about 5 years?
Oh, easily, man. Hollywood is hell. Hollywood is hell forever. That's Joakim Noah on LeBron. Now he's really Hollywood is hell.
Are you kidding me? We are leading the show with the 11th seed in the West. Must be a slow day in sports. Are you sad to see the Running Bears 30-point game streak end?
So James Harden and company were playing the Hawks last night. He was actually quadruple teamed on his last possession because the Hawks didn't want that streak to extend. It ended at 32 games. Amin, what do you think? Are you sad, happy?
First of all, I love the idea of the Hawks having no pride up until the point where he's trying to get this record. You know what? That's where we draw the line. We won't allow you to get that record, sir. But hey, if we're to believe a secretly mic'd Steph Curry during All-Star Weekend, even James Harden doesn't care about this streak. Look, it was nice where it lasted. It's great to be mentioned in any list where the number one is Wilt Chamberlain and then you're number two. But let's be honest, no one finds it intriguing, no one finds it interesting style of play. And as we saw on Saturday, the Rockets don't necessarily need him to do that to be able to win games.
I've interviewed him a couple of times. I've had some of their games. And, yeah, he doesn't care. He legitimately doesn't care about this stuff. But I will say this. I'll push back to you a little bit. I think I'm in the minority on this, but I actually think what he does is fascinating to me. He's basically figured out a life hack when it comes to these referees, forcing them into a position to make a call. I give him a lot of credit. I think he's an artist at pulling all that stuff off.
Oh, yeah, he is. I'm just saying, we don't want to watch 30 points of it every single night.
He was 0 for 10 on threes, and it was in Game 7. Wow.
Oh, Poppy.
Yeah.
No, that's too mean. It's cold.
Are the Celtics wrong to make everyone available for an unibrow trade?
Unibrow.
No, because you're talking about an extraterrestrial. He's the one guy that I think the Warriors are afraid of in the sense of he can basically kind of ruin everything that they do. The problem is he's been on a Pelicans team that doesn't have great running mates. Drew Holiday's a nice player. He's been really good this year, but they don't have enough firepower. They have to be afraid of him teaming up with some other superstars because that's the guy that can derail everything. They don't have a guy that can guard him, not even Draymond.
George, here's the weird thing. I can't believe we're asking this question. Of course, he's a perennial MVP candidate. He's a perennial Defensive Player of the Year candidate. So if you're going to tell me that Danny Ainge is going to sit there and say, yeah, I could have had Anthony Davis, but I didn't want to give up Jason Tatum.
Yeah.
Really? Look, Jason Tatum's a fine young player. He may lead the league in scoring one day, but I don't think anyone thinks he'll ever be the caliber player that Anthony Davis is. And if you have a chance to go after someone like that, you take it.
So the Celtics are going to get the unibrow. And LeBron is going to get stuck with a bunch of losers in LA. That's what is going to happen.
Wow.
You're on a roll, Bobby.
Did DeMarcus Cousins deserve a technical?
So DeMarcus Cousins was playing yesterday, and basically a shoe came off in the middle of the floor in this game. And look, take a look here. DeMarcus actually did the right thing, I think, by just grabbing the shoe and then tossing it. And just because he did the right thing, the referee teed him up. This is basically him being teed up because he's DeMarcus Cousins. He has every right to be upset in this situation.
Yeah, that's a weird thing, George, because if you look at it, yeah, he threw it, but he could have hit somebody. He didn't have to throw it like that.
I mean, come on, man. He's in the middle of the action.
I'm just saying, man. Look, here's the deal. When I was working for the Phoenix Suns in the front office, when we worked with young players, we would tell them, look, your reputation builds every single day by what you do. And the reason why you do the right thing is not because you want to be a goody two-shoes or a Boy Scout or anything like that, but because when the moment of benefit of the doubt comes in, you get it, right? DeMarcus Cousins didn't do anything terrible right there, but he built up a reputation for himself through 9 years in this league. And that reputation means that whenever there's one of those marginal type things where it could have been a good thing, it could have been a bad thing, he will not get the benefit of the doubt. He got screwed over there, but kind of his reputation really did it.
Yeah, but I mean, marginal what? There's a shoe in the middle of the floor. Like, yeah, but somebody steps on that, breaks their ankle or tears up something, like all of a sudden, you know, you're looking at that and you're going, why did the referees allow that? I actually think he was trying to look out not only for himself, but for other guys.
No, he did the right thing. I'm just saying they also have a rule that if you throw anything into the stands, that's an automatic.
I mean, come on, man.
I'm
Use common sense.
I'm just saying.
Of course he did the right thing. You know, the smell coming out of that shoe was so bad, you know. He had to get rid of that smell on the shoe and everything, you know what I mean? That's what happened. He took a sniff and says, who the hell needs this, you know?
Was it your shoe, Bobby?
Kind of. Believe me. Should Bryce Harper prefer a shorter deal with the Dodgers or a longer one with the Phillies?
I'm so excited for this topic, George. This is like Brewster's Millions, right? Do you take a briefcase full of money right now and say, hey, I'm good with it? Or do you go for the long play, right? So if he goes to the Dodgers, the rumored offer is a 3-year deal or around, what, $40 million a year?
Right.
What you do if you're an elite player in sports is you want to be in free agency more often because you want to be able to take advantage of a rising market that rises year after year. The gamble here is, A, is he as good as we all think he is or as he thinks he is? And B, has baseball gotten smarter about giving out these type of long-term deals? If you look at how long it took Manny Machado to get his deal from the Padres, there's a real gamble here that if he turns down this big kit and caboodle deal from the Phillies, this might be the last time he'll get an offer with that much security.
Andrew Friedman, the president of the Dodgers, philosophically is against these 10-year deals. He doesn't believe they're fruitful. He'll never get that from the Dodgers. So it's a matter of what Bryce wants. Does he want the big lights of LA on a team that was on the brink of winning a World Series 2 years in a row? They were in the games. They were in a Game 7 just 2 seasons ago, and then obviously lost to the Red Sox last season. And also he gets to be close to home. He's a West Coast kid. He's in Vegas. It's just a matter of what he values at that point. If he values a lot of money and long-term security and he won't bet on himself, then Philly's the way to go. If he wants all the other stuff, it's LA.
I wish I could bet on myself for $40 million a year.
Coming up next on Highly Questionable.
Okay. All right.
Oh.
Okay. George, do you play with this rule where you have to bounce it first? Or
Yes.
Okay. You know, because some people just like to
Toss
straight
it.
shoot it. Yeah. I believe it's called Beirut when you do that, right?
Yeah.
Some people play beer pong with the paddle. You ever play beer pong with a paddle?
I've never played with a paddle.
My son's words. He just hopes that the soap trickles down. Do you question?
Definitely smell like that. You give us topics and events and we question them.
Do you question if Ben Simmons should keep shooting?
So Ben Simmons, obviously, there's been a lot of talk about how he doesn't shoot the ball very well. He doesn't shoot enough threes in a game where obviously everybody's shooting threes. So here's Ben Simmons yesterday giving it a shot.
Oh, wow. Look how much space. Oh, my God.
He got close.
Oh, man, that's a pretty good, yeah.
There you go.
Horseshoes and hand grenades.
Hey, whatever, man.
No, but look how they're defending him, by the way. Look how, I don't even know whose man is that.
Yeah, I don't know who's defending him.
Everyone just backed off from below the free throw line.
I mean,
that's got to be a little like unnerving, right? You're already nervous about shooting a shot that you're not good at, but when everyone reacts in a way that's so unnatural, so unbasketball-like, it makes you feel even worse. It's like almost like a spotlight coming down on you as you're all by yourself in your pajamas.
It's kind of like the billiards analogy, too much green in between, right? So now I do believe, though, that you have to take the shots, though, right? You can't just not take them. At this point, he has to at least try to keep the defense honest. Maybe he hits a couple here or there. It's not like Giannis is very good at shooting threes either, but he'll take some just to keep the defense honest.
Well, that was pretty bad, but I have seen worse last night.
Uh-oh.
Oh, LeBron.
Wow.
Oh, man.
The best part about this is he tried to say it was tipped.
Yeah.
And then when they showed the replay, you'll see it wasn't the case. Bruno Caboclo did not touch the ball.
Oh, yeah. LeBron's 2 years away from being convincing on that.
We got you, LeBron.
Yes.
On national TV.
Yes.
Everybody knows what happened.
Oh, we got the proof.
That's right. Do you question if this is something to be proud of?
All right, for this next one, we've got a beer pong situation.
Okay. All right.
Oh.
Okay. George, do you play with this rule where you have to bounce it first? Or
Yes.
Okay. You know, because some people just like to
Toss it.
shoot it. Yeah. I believe it's called Beirut when you do that, right?
Yeah.
Some people play beer pong with the paddle. You ever played beer pong with a paddle?
I've never played with a paddle.
He hasn't missed one yet, right?
He's about to be perfect.
Oh, wow.
Here we go.
If that was LeBron, he would have said, that ball got tipped, that ball got tipped, that ball got tipped. Do you question if this guy should be applauded for getting up?
Okay, we go to Brazil now, and we've got some man on a motorcycle.
Okay. Oh, man.
Oh. Oh, no. Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Man.
Okay, clearly he's still alive.
Wait. How's he still? Oh, my God.
Maybe it's made out of, like, aluminum?
No, come on, man.
Yeah.
It's like, it should have been like a nail driven into the ground right there.
Well, thank God he's wearing a helmet.
Yeah, there you go.
Right? There you go.
Next time you try to be cool, I
Helmet
like
safety.
my hair flowing in the wind.
Yeah.
Think of that guy.
Yeah, for sure.
That guy was very lucky, but I have seen someone luckier.
These dash cams always terrify me. Oh, no.
Oh, no.
What? Oh, he's on the guard.
Oh, my God.
Stop.
Yeah, stop. Please stop.
Whoa. By the way, I love the idea that he has to tell the dude to stop, right?
Like he didn't hear the sound? Right.
There's something on my back windshield. I don't know what it is.
Big flies out here. Yeah.
I can't tell you who I am or what I witnessed, but I can tell you Liberty Mutual customized my car insurance, so I only paid for what I need. No.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
I love my babies, love my boys. Since I'm a truck driver, there's times that I'm gone for like 3 weeks at a time. Even if I'm 3,000 miles away, I'm connected with my boys. Every day I could video chat with them. I could be in the middle of Wyoming. Even if I'm like, way out here, I can still reach my kids, baby. You see me?
Hey, Daddy.
There for you when it matters most. Unlimited on the best network now comes with Apple Music on us and $300 off our best phones. Only on Verizon.
World full of same old, lame old burgers? Well, hit reset because Wendy's made a whole new world with the new Made to Crave menu featuring the peppercorn mushroom melt, barbecue cheeseburger, and the salsa bacon cheeseburger. Try all three on the new Made to Crave menu today.
I came up from up the apartments where they trigger happy. But my girl a brand new Rolly and she still ain't happy. Got that Cartier with diamonds and I'm laughing at ya. 911 Turbo Porsche cause I'm a super trapper. Young papi is out the trenches, but I'm big and battered. I can never go back broke and that what really matter. Trying to break up my crew? Boy, you're a swagger jacker. 911 Turbo Purge, because I'm a super trapper.
Tonight on TNT, Celtics at Raptors.
So we're doing our Celtics Raptors preview, showing you what happened to poor DeMar DeRozan when he returned to Toronto. And let's just say the end of the game didn't go well for him. So here he goes. He's got the chance to win it. And he gets trapped, and he throws up all over himself, and then the guy he was traded for dunks the ball and gives them the lead.
There's no worse way to end that,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
To turn it over to the guy that they gave you up for.
Yep,
Yeah.
pretty much. I was at that game. I was actually wondering what the hell would happen if DeMar DeRozan hit the game winner in Toronto in an opposing uniform, but didn't happen, clearly. I mean, are you intrigued?
Of course I'm intrigued. You got Kyrie telling us that the Celtics are fine as long as he's there. You got Kawhi Leonard not saying anything because he never says anything. This is a great game.
CC, I'm a basketball dork. I'm in. We're good. Kyrie talks too much. Kawhi doesn't talk enough. Bobby, are you intrigued?
Oh, see, I'm very intrigued. Are you kidding me? You're not going to be watching two guys, and next year they're not going to win the respective team. Kyrie will be gone, and Kawhi Leonard will be gone too, you know? So I got to watch that. That's right. That's the way I see it, you know? Yeah, it will be one for the history books.
Tonight on TNT, Thunder and Nuggets.
Number 2 versus number 3 in the Western Conference, and then a cool story with Isaiah Thomas. This will be his 3rd game back from injury. Obviously, he had the hip surgery. Last time out in his 2nd game, scored 16 points in 16 minutes. Amin, are you intrigued?
Oh, look, man, this is a great story. If he can come back and regain even a fraction of what he was before that surgery, before that injury. This is one of the sad stories, George. The guy played on minimum. He's the last pick in the draft. He made a modest deal on his 2nd deal. Was supposed to have this huge payday, and then he got hurt and played through the injury, and then it all went away. But yes, I am intrigued.
CC, I'm intrigued as well. I think, look, he's one of the most unique players we have in the NBA. Just his style, obviously, everything about him. He plays with a big chip on his shoulder, so it's easy to root for him. I'm fascinated, though, how he's going to deal with Russell Westbrook and vice versa in this game. I feel like there's a lot of drama that's going to be involved in this one. Bobby, are you intrigued? Sorry.
Oh, see, I'm very, very intrigued, but I have a prediction to make for that game tonight, you know? I said Thomas and the Nuggets are going to come up a little short tonight, you know what I mean? Short, you got it, a little short tonight.
He's got to elbow me to ask if I got it.
Want to make sure you guys got it.
In a mall in Pittsburgh, Juju Smith-Schuster playing touch football.
Okay, I mean, that pretty much explains all of it, I believe. Here's Juju Smith-Schuster playing touch football at the mall.
Wait a second. In order for it to be touched, doesn't someone have to touch you?
Yes.
Right now, I'm not seeing any touching. Is there even any defense? Oh, there is defense.
Yeah, there's guys playing with him. He's got a whole crew.
Oh, I hit the window, bro.
Careful. Bad quarterback.
You break, you buy, man.
Yes.
Watch out now.
Oh, he breaks away.
No, this is not. Well, no.
Yeah, he finally got touched.
No.
I feel like he's doing the opposite of Antonio Brown here, is he not?
Yeah.
Are you intrigued?
This is the kind of thing that appeals to middle America, so like the hard-working, blue-collar Steeler fans, in a way that Antonio Brown's extravagant ways don't.
Yeah, for sure. You know, he's playing it right. He's actually always been kind of a fan favorite. When he was in college at USC, he did a lot of that stuff in LA. He was very much the fan favorite there, so I'm intrigued. Poppy, are you intrigued?
Oh, see, I'm very intrigued, police, and they better be careful. You know, they got to be looking out for the old people in the mall. There are a bunch of them. You know, they try to get shoes and they get knocked over. You know, they can break their hips. You know, the same thing could happen to me. You know what I mean?
Sure.
That's right.
Yep.
Bobby's looking out for number one.
No doubt.
Tonight on HBO, Real Sports with Bryant Gumbel.
So apparently there's this guy named Colin O'Brady who was trying to cross Antarctica on his own, and this is what he was doing.
There it goes. You prepare, you dream, you imagine, but there's nothing like getting dropped off in the middle of Antarctica by yourself and watching the plane and your lifeline to civilization kind of go off into the distance.
I'm officially all alone out here.
Last November, Colin O'Brady, a 33-year-old American endurance athlete, set out to do something that no one had ever done, and many thought impossible. Pull a sled, loaded with life-sustaining supplies, across the length of frozen Antarctica. unsupported.
Unsupported means you need to travel nearly 1,000 miles without getting resupplied. So you need to have a really strategic plan of how many calories am I burning every single day, because it's literally a math equation of can I fuel myself and move quickly enough to move across.
You need X amount of days to go from here to there. You need to be able to consume X amount of food in order to do that.
Exactly.
So moments after a local transport plane dropped O'Brady off, it made another stop just minutes later and deplaned a 50-year-old British Army captain named Lewis Rudd. You think a normal person would commit to that kind of thing under such conditions?
I totally understand how it's not for everyone and how some people do think I'm a bit, barking mad.
I mean, are you intrigued?
I'm intrigued because I like real sports, but not because of this guy. He's all starved for attention. Ooh, look at me. I'm crossing Antarctica by myself. Look, you know how I know he's starved for attention? Because literally the minute they dropped him off, the first thing he does is pull out his phone and do a selfie. Look at me, America. I'm out here all by myself. I'm not intrigued for him, but I am intrigued because it's a good show.
Yeah, I'm going to say no. I think I've seen enough already in this clip. You're an idiot if you want to go to Antarctica and possibly die. I'm good with living, thanks. Poppy, are you intrigued?
Oh, see, I'm